Hello, this is Darrell. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee. And on this video today, I'm talking about General Motors and the controversy surrounding that company recently, where it is accused of essentially allowing 13 people, I believe the number is now, to be killed in its cars and several others to be injured because of a faulty part, a faulty electrical switch, which we're told now that General Motors could have replaced for less than $1 per unit. I've seen figures as low as 57 cents. Some say 90 cents, but less than $1 per unit, these parts could have been replaced. And many years ago, 2002, the company that actually made this electrical switch, Delphi Automotive, told General Motors engineers and other representatives that the part was defective and would not work properly in General Motors vehicles and should be replaced, and that they could replace it for 90 cents per vehicle. General Motors said, no, let's wait until the cost comes down. So 10 years go by, 13 people are killed in this vehicle. When that electrical switch fails, it shuts down the brakes, the power steering, the airbags, and other electrical systems. 13 people. Now these are General Motors cheaper model cars that you normally give to your teenage children when they graduate from high school or when they have a birthday. So many of these dead people are people's kids. How do you replace someone's 16-year-old daughter or son? One of them was a young Marine. How do you replace his life? Well, the answer is that you don't. Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors, the last couple of days has been testifying before the House of Representatives and before the Senate as they grilled her about what happened. Now keep in mind that Congress was pumping tens of billions of dollars into this company the whole time all this was going on, because it was bleeding red ink, because it made cars that nobody wanted to buy, but the government saved it. In the meantime, they've known for more than 10 years that this was happening. Now, if you or I went out and killed 13 people, we'd be charged with mass murder. But when General Motors does it, well, it's just doing business. That's just a cost of business. So we'll see what Congress does with it. If Congress fines General Motors, I'm not impressed. I don't care if Congress tells General Motors that they have to put a few $1 billion into some rat hole or some bureaucratic project. What I'm concerned about are the people that this company killed and injured. Who compensates them? Who pays these people for the loss of their children and their loved ones? And the answer to that has got to be General Motors itself. There has to be compensation, and there has to be punitive damages. What does punitive damages mean? Well, it means punishment. It means this company should be punished for what it did. It should be punished so that it knows that it should never do this again. And furthermore, a message is sent to other corporations who are just doing business to never do anything like that themselves. What is a fair punitive damage? Well, how about everything? Everything that this company has made, every dollar of profit it made from selling those cars for the last 10 years at least, that would be proper. Why should this company be allowed to make money, to make profit from killing people? Isn't that a good question? That's a fair question. So if any money in profit is left, and I understand that profit has been about $5 billion, that's just what I've heard. I don't know for sure, but that's the figure that I've heard. Maybe that would be a good punitive start for these people who have lost their loved ones. At least that's the way I see it, folks.